Hi guys, good evening. Welcome to FriGay Fridays here at the gas station. Ha! So guys, how are you? How are you doing? Few people already online. So yeah, of course, Ate Joy. Hey. PJS, daan lang po. Nood muna ako ng Thai BL. Um, well, which one? Is it Itse? I told Sunset about you. Not sure. I haven't even watched that yet. But the only one that I watched today was kind of, or the only PHBL that I watched today. You should get a clue from what I'm wearing. Hey Jude, hey, how are you? Trying to smile it out, trying to smile it off. I was having an ugly cry a few minutes ago. Hey everyone, again, welcome to FriGay Fridays here at the Gus Station. My name is Gus. I'm your host. Ano ba? So I just wanted to unload. I know, as always, Friday na naman. Of course, finale of Gaya sa Pelikula. So how are you guys feeling? Who's here? So Din, hi. Sir Will, hi too. Grabe start pa lang Crimea River. This is the only this is the only BL that I cried like a good 75% of the whole thing, even more. Um I know. Oh no, LM. Sorry. Yeah. Thank goodness I wasn't recording when I watched it. So I'm gonna review it tomorrow with Will. So hopefully I won't cry that much because again, it's hard for me to cry on video. So when I watched it, I was like, bah. Deno, hello, hi Gus. Sakit pa din ng mata ko kakaiyak. But it was beautiful, right? It was totally beautiful. Craig, hey, how are you? LM, don't worry, same haha, damay-damay na to. My goodness, this day, I mean, like this episode. Wait, oh wait, this episode is intense. Um, because one, it's the last one. I don't know. Marang Reka, kamusta ba ng eyebags? Oh my god, I was crying for a good duration of Gaya sa Pelikula. So don't me with the namumugtong mata or eye bags, whatever. Arnel Nunez, hello. How are you? Have you watched Guys sa Pelikula? By the way, if you haven't watched Guys sa Pelikula, please watch it first because we might be going through some unloading stuff today. I think there are a lot of unpacking sessions, banlaw sessions happening tonight. Well, this is on schedule, so my show anyway is every Friday. So Jude, it was beautiful in its pain. I thought it was the right ending to their story. It's not the right ending because I don't want to think that it's an end. So it's a very good opening to what happens in the future. But for at least for season one or for what it was for Guys sa Pelikula, it was a very good ending. Rodrigo Ignacio, hey, haven't seen you in a while. Air Source, hello, how are you? Titigas, the shirt, the flavor, yeah. As a tribute to to the finale of season one of Guys sa Pelikula. I couldn't find my Guys sa Pelikula shirt. I don't know why. I was trying to look for it in the closet. Baka lumabas na siya sa closet. I was trying to look for it in my closet, but I couldn't find it. I did some, or my at least we did some, ano ba? Some interior changes in my room. So my floor, they fixed my floor today, so it kind of smells like paint because they also painted the trims on my in my room. That's why you can see that my LED fairy lights are out because I'm gonna try to move them somewhere. Yeah, hopefully by the end of the weekend, my room changes and all that stuff. Um, wait, so yeah. Hey Siege, hello, iyak na. Naiyak ko na. I already tried it out. Arnel, yes, thank you for watching. Hey Diana, hey, how are you? Have you watched Guys sa Pelikula? I hope you have. Jude, sabay-sabay naman kami umiyak kanina ni Maring Reka. Oh my God. Because I just wanted to finish my shift before I watched it. Because I don't want to be crying in the middle of my shift. while while watching that. So there you go. Watch by myself. Not a good way to do it. Unlit moral game. Wait lang. Sige, let's wait for a few more people. Then grabe gas yung alternative ending part. Oh my god, like just when you thought that they couldn't give you more feels, they just keep on throwing and throwing and throwing things at you. Um, this was really good. This was really good. Arnel Nunes, rooting for season 2 din po. Well, they said hanggang sa muli at the end. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's a clue. I don't know. Like it's just weird to leave this week without to leave this week with the idea that there's no more guys sa pelikula next week, right? Again, unlike Game Boys, we are still expecting season 2. We have Pearl Next Door, and of course, we're expecting a movie. For guys sa pelikula, what next? Like, I don't think it's gonna, and we've all talked about it, how to part with the pancakes. With guys sa pelikula, the whole storyline, Anna, Ate Judith, Tito Sanz, Juan Miguel Severo, Direct JP. Like, how do we get rid of that in our heads? Who else? Yeah, I'm so here for the pancake shirt. Yeah, I tried to look for my guys sa pelikula shirt, but I couldn't find it. Jude, yeah, I meant it's the right ending to their story thus far. Exactly, thus far. Ang daming live. Yeah, sorry. So if I'm stealing you away from another person who's doing live today, by all means, go there or whatever. I just wanted to unload. I just wanted to talk to someone because I'm sure everybody wants to talk about it today. Queenish, grabe hagulgol ko kanina, kaya ngayon may sipon. I was like, when you're crying so hard that you couldn't see anymore. Like I was watching it and I couldn't see what I was watching because my eyes were kind of full of tears. Thank goodness I wasn't recording. Kiko, hindi ako handa after this week. Yeah, what do we do? What do we do after this week? What will Fridays be? Algonza, hey, present. Ezzy Kezi, hello guys. Sorry I'm late. It's fine. I was late then, like 3 minutes. I was sending an email. Kiko Tomato, ayaw ko na maging malungkot. Nakakaloka. But here's the thing. We're not crying because it's sad. We're crying because it's real and bittersweet. And we can't do anything about it. And that's what I like. That's what I like. They didn't force it to end in a happy ending just because we would appreciate a happy ending. But it just showed us how tied they are into their situations that they can't get together right now. Maybe in the future. Maybe that's something that we can look forward to. But definitely everybody still has a lot more stories to tell. And that's why I'm really looking forward to what comes next after this. LM, I have screenshot receipts sa GDM. Of what? Of me saying that I ugly cried? I ugly cried. I ugly cried. Like, my God, I was... Ugh. Ezekezi in my original account, and oh yeah, I'll say Ezekeli, yeah, because I was like, is this Ezekeli? I was kind of confused. Siege, sumakit mata ko at ulo ko, nagising din ako ng maaga to watch GSP. Like, I was trying to avoid Twitter, Facebook, because my shift wasn't done. And good thing I did it. I wasn't even reading the comments because I didn't want to be spoiled by anything. May moments na fun Pinoy. Yeah, TM. Tomato, roller coaster ba itong feelings? Ulit-ulitin ba ang finale? I don't think it's a roller coaster. It's just like, it was grabbing you by the neck. The whole episode was grabbing you by the neck and just showing you, watch this. Feel this. But it wasn't like a roller coaster, like, let's say, like the uppers and downers and uppers and downers. No. It was like, no, you watch this, you feel all these feelings, and it was totally like that. Then we had a watch party this morning in the Tahanan. The first Friday I got to watch on time. Well, it's a good day to watch it on time. GSP was so good. See, support Pearl Next Door naman. Yes, of course. Saturdays, Pearl Next Door. I think they're adding a new character tomorrow, so please do watch that. Ezzy, Kezi, I want Sue and Anna be in a relationship. But oh, here's the thing. If you've read the Wattpad, it was the whole episode was alluding to a lot of events in the Wattpad. So if you haven't read the Wattpad yet, please read the Wattpad of Gaya sa Pelikula. It will show you some of the scenes. It will show you some of the scenes that we saw here in episode 8 or the finale of Gaya sa Pelikula. Kiko Tomato, balikan ko na si Anna at ang kwento niya, like, oh my God, Anna is the best character ever. If you don't agree with me, I'm gonna fight you. Anna just said everything that needs to be said. And she was like, if again, best ally ever. Best ally ever, Anna. Popoy, hello Gus, you fine? I'm okay, I'm happy. Still in shock because what's next? I think I'm more in shock of what's next. I don't know what's next. Joy Dubai, makita mo lang kaming lahat kanina, walang hindi umiyak. Oh my God, I wish I was there. I wish I was there, but yeah, I'm sure you watched it on time. But I watched it by myself. And then and then somebody called me for a call, so I had to stop. So I was like, okay, good thing there's no video. And then I had to go back to it. I was still crying nonetheless. Nes Sardane, until now umiyak pa rin ako, just Mio na finale. I think if I watch it again, I'm gonna cry again. But I don't know, because I already watched it. I haven't done a reaction video or a review, so most likely tomorrow I'll have a reaction review video with Will. I'm not sure if I'm gonna cry again, but let's see. But I really want to talk about it a lot. Tans, Gege posted a video on Twitter and it says end of season 1, so season 2, Beke naman. Like, I was waiting for them to announce something. But if they are, I actually don't want them to announce it yet. Because, like what I said, when they ended Game Boys, everybody had that feeling of, oh, it's not the end because we have season 2, we have the movie, we have Pearl Next Door. So the feeling of loss or the feeling of a finality wasn't there. And now, if they are gonna release a season 2 of Gaya sa Pelikula, I wish they wait a few days and then announce it maybe mid next week, so that it's a surprise for everyone. And let us go through the feelings, cry our eyes out over the weekend, so that at least you get to you feel the loss even more. That's the thing, because the reality of this show is not all of the endings the people get together. And that's a reality. Sometimes we have to accept that there are certain situations that we have to face first before we get the happy ending. So if they are gonna come out with season 2, in my head, let's prolong the agony a little bit, and then just wait for everybody to just get their emotions out, their cries out, and then surprise us with something. Agree? Agree or not? Disagree? I don't care. It's my show. Ezekiel Lee, I was literally with my mom while watching, standing while holding a fly sweater and dancing in vertigo. Revel, ikaw ba yan? LM, we're crying because it's beautiful. Exactly. It was a very, very beautiful show. Do you really think this is the best Pinoy BL? I think so. I would agree. I would definitely agree. It's one of the best BLs. I wouldn't say the best BL, meaning like nothing can topple it, but I think it's one of the best. One of the best, definitely. Because I would still have high regard for Game Boys regardless. High regard for Game Boys regardless. I have high regard for Game Boys. And I'm also looking at Omando as another contender for one of the best BLs so far. But yeah. Lousy and Lazy, kung pwede lang manatili na lang sa alternate ending, kaya lang sabi nga ni Anna, wala tayong kawala sa realidad. And that hurt. Ang sakit when she said that. But it's real, but it's true. And that, like what we've been saying, he's happy in this universe. He can live within his universe, but once he goes out, reality hits you. Tito Gus, screenshot namin. Okay, screenshot ni Lumuluhay. I want to see that later. Good thing nobody caught me. Craig Leo, magre-rewatch ba Tito Gus? Gusto niyo ba live reaction? Here, they want it. I don't know if I can take it. I don't know. Um, Ness or Dan, sa mga di pa ready lumabas, iintayin namin. Oh my God, the last part, the last line of guys sa pelikula, the quote that I am assuming Juan Miguel Severo was able to write. My gosh, always, always it hits. Yeah, screenshot of Iyakan galore. Dude, the theme for GSP was we had the right love at the wrong time. Yeah, neither was ready for the relationship that they wanted, though their love was pure. But the ending part just gives that's I think that's forward thinking. So we don't know. And the last part, the ending, was the first part of the Wattpad story. So if you haven't read the Wattpad, read it now. So you'll get a few things out of that. And here's the thing. I think one clue that there might be something that's happening in the future. Sue mentioned that she has someone that might tie in because in the Wattpad we also find out that Sue is with someone. But yeah, Joshua Rex Cheng, it was cathartic. Yeah, we need the catharsis. That's why I want if they are gonna announce a season 2, hold it off for a few days and then boom, announce it. This son, hey, how are you? Catalea, yes, like a punch in the stomach, hurts but sobering. Uh, Me, it wasn't really a sucker punch. It was more of like they're just you know a constant stream of feels more than anything else because I don't feel sad with what happened because I feel that you know they were at a state in their lives that they need to be and they need to get past. So let's see what happens if they are going to continue. Din, is it true that Kaloy and Genesis will have a BL project together? Yes, I think, and it's going to be done by JMS or written by JMS, but I think it's a micro series. I don't know what a micro series really is, but let's see. Rafi Rilio, hello, hi Tito Gus. It was I was so content with the finale. Same. It's not some because again, if they try to just let Carl come out, it does a disservice to the whole point of the story, which is how difficult it is to come out, how difficult it is for you to be able to be your true self with society and the reality of the outside world. You know, telling you that it's not okay to come out, and that's why we have to prepare these people who are in the closet and let them get ready. Let them be ready. And once they are ready, we're all outside just waiting for them to, with just waiting for them with open arms. And whoever else is like gonna be throwing stones at them, we're there to protect them because Yes, Anna. Oh my God, I love Anna. I love Anna. Um, okay, let me just fast forward to some. Yes, LM says micro series 10 to 15 minutes per episode, like hanging out by Vargas. Is it Peterson Vargas or Vergara? Vargas. In Blue, then the first ever Pinoy BL. Hey Jason, hey, how are you? Atrayu, hello. Tito Gus, asan po talaga si Sue? Ha, kain ng kain kahit sa episode, ganun din sa Banlaw Sesh. It got me hungry. I haven't had dinner yet, but I had to do this. So it got me really hungry, like she was eating. Kiko Tomato, I felt that guarded moment of Vlad. Oh my God, the part where he was trying to pick up everything and his face, the distraught face that he had when he was picking everything and he was wishing like, Carl, tawagin mo ako, call my name. And then Carl naman on the other side, just look at me and I'll reach out to you. But both of them were not ready to see that. Both of them were not ready to be there. Sir Will, I'm so happy with the final quote. Di pa kasi ako out. Okay. Nakakagaan lang ng loob na may taong handang mag-accept sa akin if I did. And we're all here, Sir Will. Like, all of us, your family, we're here. Judy, yeah, Joan. Nabasa mo na ba? Ang lousy and lazy, yung sino makikipagbato-bato pick sana si Carl kung sino maghuhugas at tumingin si Vlad. Maybe it was self-preservation on Vlad part. Pero shit, sakit. Because he can't go back. Accepting the old basically accepting the old habits that they were doing. It's like him going back to that world, and I don't think Vlad wants to be there anymore. I think Vlad wants to live happily outside, live free, be happy to love whoever he loves. But what I'm really hoping is as soon as Carl is ready, Vlad is there waiting. But you know, Vlad is a hot commodity, so we don't know what's gonna happen. LM, yes, that's what I said in kila Jude kanina sa Zoom, like hanging out. I'm so excited. Gege, JP Habak for Blood. We have quality. We have quality people, so that's something that we can look forward to. Craig Leo, gusto ko makitang humagulgul ka. Ugly cry, manifest, ganun, char. I don't know. Like, maybe if we do the reaction tomorrow, I'll see. But I just don't want, because, like, no, I cry like this. And then just tears just fall. And I cry. As in, like, I couldn't see anymore because of how much I was crying. DL Observer, what if Carl doesn't come out like ever? That's all. There's always that feeling of comfort and safety inside the closet. I hope he sees the beauty of being outside. And you know how do we do that? We just show these people who are in the closet that coming out, it's not always gonna be bad. That sometimes it's beautiful to come out. Of course, the constant fear of discrimination and judgments will always be there. But knowing that, us who are out are living our lives, not perfectly, but happy, makes it seem like, oh, that the grass is greener outside. Maybe I want to go out. Maybe I want to come out. But I really hope that Carl does come out in his own time. Hello, Tito Gus. Still on Carl's I'm afraid. Yeah, like he kept on saying, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid. And it's true. And we can't discount that. We can't invalidate that feeling. Again, we haven't seen any scene with the parents yet. So that needs to happen first because they are the major hindrance because they're the first eyes that will look at Carl in a different way. Because everybody else already sees Carl as Carl. But the parents, they haven't really seen the real Carl yet. And that's the scariest part because that will totally change the relationship that they have. Lance Lucas, and I love that necklace on Ate Judith to pay homage to Talk Wi-Fi. That necklace was part of my Igorot culture. I love it. Ah, that's nice. Like she's always having like, all those dangly stuff. It's good that, it's you recognize that. Like, of course, I am not really into like indigenous culture. I'm not too familiar with a lot of those things, but I'm happy that you were able to feel validated with that. Okay. Joshua Cheng, sweet, sweet agony. Oh, I'm okay if it ends here, open ended, because the story continues in real life. True. I still want to see them together. I still want to see what happens next because, you know, what's life without Gaya sa pelikula, right? I can't believe that there's nothing else that's gonna happen. And I do hope if they are, just come out with another one. I trust JP. I trust Direct JP. I trust JMS to be able to come out with quality shows, whether it's BL or an LGBTQIA plus story or any love story from them, right? Judy Tutud, which do you think do Carl's parents think is harder to accept? That he's gay or that he wants to step out of the shadow of his brother? I think stepping out of the shadow of his brother would be the harder part because they already know Tito Sense, right? He might not have, they might not have always like positive things to say about Tito Sense, but they know that Tito Sense is able to stand on his feet. We haven't really heard of any kind of conversations about wanting to have like grandchildren or like a family from the parents. So I really hope that you know that kind of changes things, and let them be more accepting because that's still their child. I don't think they're homophobic or anyway. They didn't really show any kind of religious background. which are usually the hindrance for a person, for a family to accept. So let's see if they are gonna continue. Sir Will says Jason Carmona, GSP Cinematic Universe, like, oh yeah, all of them crossing over, crossing together. Um, wala kang kasama ngayong live. I don't know if whoever, like, I don't know if John's available. Let me see if is John awake? I don't know if he's awake. So just tell me if he's awake. I'm not sure if he's watched Guys sa Pelikula too. Ezekezi, I have a closet gay friend and he's still afraid to come out and he's still getting more confidence. But me as an open gender fluid, I really want to influence him to come into coming out, but I don't know why. I don't know how. I think the best thing that you can do is just, support him. I think that's the only thing. Don't don't tell him to come out if they're not ready, because even the slightest fear that a person has is is something that's real, and it's something that they're going through. Um, yes, there will be situations that you can just jump and to hell with whatever, but there are so many things to consider, especially if their family might not be prepared for it. How people perceive you changes when you come out, unless, like, let's say, in the lack of a better term, you're obvious, right? So sometimes people will say, oh, you're already obvious, you don't even have to come out to us. But some people, it's super hard. Like, I know of some people who might be obvious, or, like, let's say, exhibiting behaviors and sexual behaviors of gay people, but are still not ready to come out, because it's a scary thing. It changes the people's perception of you. So the only thing that you can do right now for your friend is give them support. Just tell them, like, here's what's gonna happen. Whatever's gonna happen, I'm just here for you, and it shouldn't be really your problem. I think we shouldn't have that mindset. Oh, I have to help this person because they can't come out. No, you just need to give them a good um a good support system, so that if they do come out, they know that they have you. And that's just my 2 cents, or 10 cents, 50 cents. I don't know. Ezekezi, is there even a BL that has a gender fluid peeps and femboys and baby gays? I don't think it's a BL, but just try to watch Your Tadhana. You Are Tadhana. It's a series by Blood, and the main actor is a femme gay. Watch it. It's really good. The only problem is bitin siya because Blue didn't finish it. So it has a lot of episodes, but they didn't finish it. So you don't know what happens in the end. So yung baka mapitin ka, pero it's a very good LGBT story, or LGBT show. So Your Tadhana. So you and R, and then Tadhana. Let me type that. Yeah. Your Tadhana. Your Tadhana. You can find it in YouTube. Yeah, it's really good. We did the we did the group watch the other day. Sir Will, big fear, small fear, valid. Exactly. So even if it's, like, just a fear of what your classmates will think, or, like, your friends will think, even if, like, let's say your parents already know, it's still valid. You might be out to your family, but you're not out to your friends. That could happen, because it's a scary thing to really absorb and accept for yourself. Jason Carmona, personally, a sit down coming out talk isn't really necessary. If you feel you need to, if you feel you need it, then go for it. But if you haven't done that yet, come out to the world already. For me, that's already enough. And sometimes, you know what? Just do whatever. Do what, like, just feel free. Meaning, get in a relationship with the same gender, get into a relationship, or date someone, and then let them just think that, okay, so I guess Gus is gay because he's dating a guy. And if they ask, then answer them. You don't have to announce it to the world. You don't owe anyone anything. But especially for your family, maybe that's a different situation, because they, especially in the Philippines, our family is part of our lives forever. It's not like we leave our nests. Like me, I still live with my parents. Like most of us live with our parents. John's taping GSP with Brian. So yeah, so let's let them process if they want to join. Wait, yeah, let me. If they want to join later, let's give them that. Oh, by the way, I just got my. Hala, paano ba to? How do I show this? I just got my Gaya sa pelikula. What's this? What's the title of this again? Puso or something. So this is artwork by Craig Leo. Um, so I got this. So he was doing fundraising for the typhoon victims, and we bid on like different artworks that he had. So I won this one. So I just got it. So I'm probably gonna hang it somewhere there by the wall, or just cover my face. I don't know. I'm just gonna hang it somewhere. So I'm really happy about it. It's really nice. So if you do want to have what do you call this? If you do want to have some artworks done by Craig, just look for him in Twitter. And yeah, but I think he has a lot of he has a lot of commissions on the work. So I got it. It's yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure what my mom will say if she sees this, but it's beautiful. I think this scene is one of the most beautiful scenes that we can get from the show, because like it's very intimate and very kilig lang. Ayan, so the title is Ikaw ang aking puso't tahanan. Yeah. Yeah, so thank you, Craig. Well, I did donate naman. So yeah, there. Jude Etudo is saying DM Craig on Twitter. So it's Extra Leo. He's also selling some other artworks as well. Not just for Guys sa Pelikula, but also for Game Boys. I don't know, but for other I'm not sure if he has anything for the other BLs, but so far it's Game Boys and Guys sa Pelikula. So there. Yes, Tito Gus, yung buwis buhay na photoshoot na nakaka-vertigo. Yeah, because he was shooting. He took a photo of this and he was shooting it like a few stories in his condo. So medyo na-afraid ang mga tao. Happy Friday. Is this a spoiler-free zone tonight? No, sorry. Ian, if you haven't watched Guys sa Pelikula, please watch it. Please watch it. Shirtless Pinoy, I've seen the trailer. I'm not sure if I can react to it. I will probably find time to watch it, but I'm not sure if I can react to Gwapo Lang Ang Hanap ni Elsa Droga. Again, I'm not like reacting to overly sexified shows. It makes me feel uncomfortable. It's hard to comment and react. I'll just be covering my eyes most of the time. So yeah. Jason Carmona, your dad is now in Banlao Sesh of GSP with Direct JP. Oh, so it's Kaloy is there. So go ahead, run to the Banlao Sesh. Rafi Realia, I saw it, Tito Gus, way back during its airtime. Kasama ata siya nung Hanging Out. Yeah, so Hanging Out and Your Tadhana came out almost the same time. For Hanging Out, by the way, they have a reunion, I think, tomorrow. So please do check it out. Hanging Out. Hanging Out the series. I'm thinking they might do a season 2, hopefully. I know it's been like how many years ago? Like 4 years ago, 3 years ago. I hope they do come out with season 2, because the Hanging Out series was really good. Meron si Craig Omando. Yeah. Omando while eating fishball crying. So that's another good one. So please, if you I'm not sure kasi if all of the stuff that he was having them bid on was already bought. So just check out na lang Extra Leo's at Extra Leo's Twitter. Josh Ebalie, I cried in the alternate ending because it strongly reflected our desire to be free, brave, and equal, where we can just celebrate love we share. It also reflected our fearful, walled-in selves. And that was true, because I was crying during that part because of if only we are able to freely be ourselves, then we can get our happy ending. And that's a very good message. If only we are able to, not have society judge us, not have these outside elements judge us for living our lives, then we'll be able to happily be ourselves, happily love ourselves, and happily love the ones that we love. Hopefully, we can find someone to love. That's the requirement. um, current screensaver. Yeah, so I think Craig also posted some screensavers that you can use na guys sa pelikula. So please check it out. Inulit-ulit nila yung scene na yan sa finale. Ang alin? Which one? This one. This one. Uh, Atreyu, you need to be in Tito San status para lang wala masabi for being out. Well, I hope not. Like, I think what you're talking about is you have to be successful. Um, and that's the sad thing. Like sometimes, like us gay people, or us part of the LGBTQIA plus community, we have to prove. We try to prove ourselves, or we try to find ways to show that we are successful because at least they can say something positive about us. Like sometimes the lines of bakla nga ako pero at least mayaman. Bakla nga ako at least successful sa work. Bakla nga ako but at least I'm smart. Which is kind of a very like like riddled type of thinking, because in our way it's like internalized homophobia, meaning we don't think that being gay is enough, that we would have to have something good so that people will accept us. Unfortunately, that's how society is. Raquel, hey, how are you? Lance Lucas, I like all the parallelisms thrown in the series talaga, from the first episodes to the ones with the episode itself. Like this was one of the most beautiful episodes, or this is the best episode of Guys sa Pelikula, and one of the best episodes of all BLs that I've seen thus far. And one thing that you need to, that's why I really want you guys to read the Wattpad, because you will see there, since already the series is done, I think this is a good time to read the Wattpad. You will see some scenes that are in the Wattpad here in this episode, and it was nice to see that, and you will understand why I'm happy with the ending, because the ending in the series is the first scene in the Wattpad story. So please watch it. Please read it. Please read it. You're gonna like it. I'm Joshua. Yes, normalized gays who have nothing accomplished, aka me Char. O hindi naman, like being yourself, that's already an accomplishment. Pero wag naman gay lang tas wala na. Let's find ways naman to be proud of ourselves. Pero wag lang natin gamitin na parang we need to be something in order for us to be good as a gay person. Judy Tutud, hindi naman. Sabi nga ni Ben and Ben, di ka sayang, wala nang dapat patunayan. Exactly. Right? I hope this becomes like, for like us who are part of the LGBTQIA plus community, to be able to accept that I am enough. But of course, wag naman tayo batugan. Trabaho pa rin naman tayo. Ian, Craig is getting hate for one of the GSP portraits, the one of Ian yellow background, and that's stupid. That's totally stupid. Just because Craig made an illustration of Ian with glasses and a yellow background. Now there are a lot of DDS who are bashing him because they're saying like, oh, it's dilawan, blah blah blah, like lahat na lang ipopoliticize. Is ganun na ba tayo? Like, is that the way that we think, and we can't appreciate the beauty of the artistry of this person? My God, like I really feel bad for Craig, because he was really, it was really getting to him, because that wasn't the purpose of what he posted, right? It wasn't a political post. It is that he found that yellow was the best background for Ian. I did say that he should have changed it to blue, while the version of Pau should be in maroon because of their schools. But I didn't really think like, oh, it's Dilawan, or oh, it's like Ninoy. I don't know with these people. Like, people will always find something negative to throw. Franticero, Basta Gus should be the third wheel sa new BL series ni Gege, starring Angelo, Anelo and Kalida. who? Basta Gus should be the third wheel sa BL series ni Gege starring Anelo and Kalida. I don't get it. Is Anelo, ano ba yung last name ni Kaloy? Is Kaloy Anelo or Kalida? I'm not sure. And bakit ako third wheel? Bakit ako kasali dyan? GSP really did a 360 cultural reset. Yes, I agree. Artistic disaster. Not, I wouldn't say it's a cultural reset, but it's more of, hey, look at this. This is what you're doing. This is the situation that you've created for all these people. Watch this. Like even and I do agree. Like even the part where they, like Ate Judith was like, I'm an ally. I'm an ally. You can be an ally, but you can be a toxic ally. You can be an ally, but you have to be an ally for the right reasons. Not so that you'll be close with your family member. You need to be an ally to everyone. Same thing with us in the LGBT community. Yes, you're a gay supporter, you're advocate of the gays, but you hate trans people, you hate lesbians. We're part of this community. We're all in this together, and that's why if you're an ally, if you're part of the LGBTQIA plus community, you should be celebrating every single letter, every single color that's part of this community. And that's something that you always have to think about. LM, where they were talking about the stories that they were to write, what was the story they wanted to write? The what if scene? Is it the alternate scene? I think that was that was the one, right? LM, spoiler alert, the bed scene in episode 6 parallels also the scene in the finale after the alternate universe scene, right? And it was like, I wish they were there in that story. They wish they were there in that story. But during the time that they are in, or during where they are right now, it's not a possibility yet. Artistic disaster, it's FriGay yeet. Yeet. Is that the Gen Z term? Yeet. Raquel, Francisco, it's gay o'clock, charo. Artistic disaster, Burr. When JC Kaloy and Genesis appeared in the Banlaw sesh, I was like, crossover when? Why not, right? More stories with these production companies that we already know can produce great quality shows. Because it's getting to a point where, and I'm feeling like some BL shows are like, so that we have a BL, and that's why it's hard for me to connect with some of the other shows. But like these shows who are telling a lot, that are telling more than just BL stories, it's really good. Like Omando, My Extraordinary, Game Boys, Guys sa Pelikula, Quarantines. I really hope that more of these top tier, god tier BLs come out pa, right? There are some more coming, but I have yet to see them yet. I have yet to see them. Jason Sparcon, JC Alcantara as Aldous, Kaloy Ting Kongko as Anna's love interest, Genesis Redido as Ate Jujit's love interest. If you watch the Banlaw Sesh, you'd understand. Ha? Banlaw Sesh to Kalat Sesh. Yeah, sorry. I just finished my shift like a few minutes ago. So that's why I can't catch the Banlaw Sesh, because after my shift, I watch the Guys sa Pelikula, and then I do this. So I probably watch it later. So I would get an idea of what you're talking about. Adik Saf, what do you think about Anna just suddenly appearing to talk to Carl about living outside? Imagination lang ba yun? No, I think she genuinely went there to comfort Carl. And that was one of my favorite moments. The way that she was saying that, oh yeah, I'm not telling you to come out, but here's the thing that you need to consider. That hindi dapat nandito ka lang sa universe mo. Hindi ka lang dapat nandito, because the world outside might not always be beautiful, but one way or another, in order for you to live your life, you have to live your life outside. And they're just gonna be there waiting for him. Rodel Corteza, yung sinabi ni Santi na magkaiba ang sitwasyon ng 90s to, oh my God, when he said about the situation of the 90s gays versus the today gays, because technically I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of that. So the whole feeling that Before kasi it's not easy eh. It's not easy to find gay people. In the sense that now we have social media, we have all these dating apps and whatnot. Before, it's like you're in hiding, and then once you find someone, you latch onto that person because you feel na wala na, like there's no chance, like this is my chance. So if I let this go, baka I'd lose my chance. That's why I love that part where he said it, because I can relate to that. I can relate to the feeling that um hindi sa you're settling with whoever's there, but the whole feeling that if somebody gives you love and if somebody provides you with the intimacy that you wanted, parang sige, I'll jump. And sometimes to the point wherein you sacrifice a lot and you lose yourself because nga, it's not easy to find that. I'm not saying that that doesn't happen ngayon, because we still have a lot of people who are, you know, having a hard time finding love. A lot of people still having a hard time finding love, but um, sometimes you get to a point where in the past, like in the 90s, the feeling that as soon as you see someone, parang, oh my god, this is the right person for me. So I'm not, and Rodel, you're asking, is mas swerte ba ngayon? I don't think so. Mas swerte lang in the sense na at least more people are out. More people feel free enough to be themselves. Um, but the only thing that we have to think about is it's still the same thing, finding that right person. I guess more opportunities right now, but iba na rin yung generation eh. Iba na rin yung view ng mga tao. Like because of superficiality, again the ease and access through the dating apps, it changes the mindset of people. Unlike before, na sometimes the thrill of looking at someone and then they sending you back that same signal, both of you having that conversation in secret, it was both exciting and kind of very cumbersome because it's not easy to find that. And if you find it, sometimes you want to latch onto it. But I would say it's not as easy. We have the same problems then, or if not additional problems with the current situation. Franticero, wishing mainstream shows become more inclusive and be written with tight stories. Also with limited episode from 8 to 24 max. Exactly. Like, wag na po nating ituloy ang mga probinsyano at mga Mara Clara because it waters down the whole thing. Like, the writers would have to just create and create and create because they want to extend something. So if they are gonna extend it, at least plan it out. At least make sure that the story closes where it's supposed to close, so that everybody wouldn't feel that they're being dragged on into a certain story. Shirtless Pinoy, naka-simulcast yung show mo sa Kumu. With who? Yeah, sorry. So like if you have Kumu and you're supposed to watch something in Kumu, I don't know. I just do this. So feel free to join any other live session. But for those who want to stay, like, thank you. Raquel, haha, you can stay up whatever you like. Ano yan? Ano na? Naiwan na naman ako. Thank you for pointing that out, Radel, because I kind of forgot about that. So many things. So many things happening for the episode. Lousy and Lazy. Iya ka na sa Banlaw. Ayun, update nyo ako. So, sa Banlaw Sesh. Ayun, sabay-sabay kayo. But yeah, because like, imagine, they've been together for quite some time. They made this story and now it's the ending. But malay natin, in the Banlaw Sesh, they would announce something. But again, if they are gonna announce season 2 or any continuation to the story, give us a few days. Because I wanna mourn. I wanna mourn the loss of guys sa pelikula. Jack Aradoy, nung 99 at time ng ISP Bonanza, nag-start ang MIRC. I think yun ang simula na ma-widen ang mundo ng mga backs. Totoo. And that's why I was so thankful for Rosa Nakpil Malate, because it allowed us to have a safe space to party. Oh my God, nakakamiss. Nakakamiss yung, alam mo na you have to travel really far. And once you go there, you know that all of these people have the same mindset, mamakla, and be bakla. But that was a really long time ago, and now like we have more spaces. But we tend to be too idealistic now sometimes. Due to it's not easier necessarily. I think it's just different. 90s gays have different challenges with today's gays. Exactly, exactly. Hello, single until now. If it was easy. Ian, mas educated lang ngayon pero we are still tolerated and not really accepted. And the thing is, it hurts more ngayon eh. It hurts more. Why do I think it hurts more? Because of all this information that we have, on how to engage with gay people, how to engage properly with our own community, and people are being hateful. There's still microaggression, diba? The whole term of microaggression, we don't even talk about it. Now we talk about it a lot, and we get to see what's wrong with the society. Um, so slowly we're getting there. Slowly. So far, I'm enjoying that I'm in the gate. I'm in gay Twitter. Sorry, gay TikTok. So I'm really enjoying a lot of gay contents in TikTok. The like positivity, people who are hating on bigots and hating on homophobes and all that stuff. Yeah. Asa Kumu ba yung Banlaw Sesh? I thought it was in YouTube. Ezekezi, question: when do you think will same-sex union be legal in our country, and if it gets noticed, will it be legalized or just be in the bucket list? I think they've been pushing it for quite a while. The only problem is, as long as there are those people who still equate religion with what's right, it's not gonna pass. There's a very, very small chance that that's gonna pass. And the thing is, us getting married, us LGBTQIA plus community getting married, does nothing to them. Magpapakasal ako, it doesn't affect you. It doesn't change anything. And I hope that's something that they need to understand, because even if your religion says it's bad, then don't do it. Don't get married with the same gender. But us who are not part of your religion, let us do it. I'm happy that there are a lot of brave like political people who are pushing for it. Like Risa Ontiveros, I love you. Unahin muna natin si Soji Bill. I think marriage equality or same-sex union, sad to say, might not be a priority for now. But I think Soji Bill, because that affects everyone, not just the LGBTQIA plus community, but even straight people or heteros. So I think that's something that we should push first. And then same-sex union, hopefully in my lifetime I get to see that, regardless kung makahanap ako ng partner or wala. But I really hope that we get to see that happen, or have that as a reality. Artistic disaster. I think the big issue of nowadays is that we have too many. We have two very different generations coexisting together. That's why the process of complete acceptance is a pull and push between generations. Totoo, like a lot of the old school gays are just accept na lang. Na parang, I can't believe like some old school LGBTQIA plus people are fine with not having soji, not having same-sex unions, because they feel okay na, tanggapin na lang natin, because before naman we didn't have that eh. And that's I think that's wrong, because we need to evolve to be better. Again, my dream is for people not to have to label themselves. They just need to be a human being and be free to love whoever they want to love. Ang magiging case na lang is, if the person that you love doesn't love you back, that's it. But if you love someone and that person loves you back, that shouldn't be an issue to anyone, right? Like right now we have to label ourselves, we have to give our own pronouns, we have to say we're gay, straight, bi, whatever, because society is being like that. Like they want to know, and that's kind of intrusive for me. So my dream talaga is for every human being to be able to be themselves, to be able to wear whatever they want to wear, to be able to love whoever they want to love, and medyo hard for that to happen because of religion. Always goes back to religion. And sorry if we have religious people here, pero well, I'm tired of it na. It's really getting tiring because if you can't give me any other reason other than what the Bible says or whatever book says, why would you follow something that's written in paper rather than something that makes the lives of other people better? 'Di ba? Where's the humanity? And that sucks. That just sucks. Um, Jude. Yeah, perfect. We have attorney Jude here. Jude, marriage is a social construct that historically revolves around the protection of property and war avoidance. It has nothing to do with religion. Exactly, right? Also, the state confers the right for institutions to solemnize a marriage. It is the state which recognizes marriage between people. It's governed by law, not religion. Kaya nga sobrang salty yung mga religious people when you say marriage equality because they feel that the term marriage is something that they own, which is not, because marriage is a union of two people, not necessarily through religion, right? Yeah, civil unions na lang nga eh. Yun ang nga lang gusto natin eh. It's like same-sex unions so that at least um, they wouldn't think we're stealing it from them. But diba? It destroys the sanctity of marriage. Come on. Hello, ang daming hetero peoples. Ang daming hetero people that are cheating on their husbands and wives and all that stuff. So, the sanctity of marriage is not safe through marriage lang by hetero people. No? So, no to that. If we as the LGBT community gets to have the benefit of, um, being with your partner when they're in the hospital, being able to get the same benefits, like let's say tax stuff, being in the same union, with a same gendered person, getting what do you call this? Like getting the, like, let's say for insurance and all that stuff. Like instead of the money of of your partner dying, the money of your partner who died going to his family, it goes to the spouse or the husband or the wife, right? And yun nga. Franticero, wishing PH be invaded by Taiwan in terms of progress in LGBTQ, medical and governance, etc. But I have a feeling that Taiwan, before that happens, baka si Taiwan maunahan pang ma-invade ni China before that happens. But I'm really happy that Taiwan is very progressive, diba? Parang you would think, oh, Taiwan is medyo old school, pero no, they're very progressive. Kaya nakakalungkot. Iano Israel, legally married is more probable than getting married in church, pero that's the bottom of the priority list. Exactly, right? And kung ako papipiliin, I'd rather get married in a garden or in a beach or in a library, or in a hall outside of church, not necessarily in the church, diba? I'd rather have a ceremony that's my own and just have it legalized. But again, hanap muna ng partner. Wala pang partner. So, ayun. Rodel, pag namatay na si Soto, char. Well, we have Vico. A lot of hopes for Vico Soto. Franticero, I lived in the time when UP Babaylan was just founded, when stories and movies about LGBTQ community were either tragic, sex-crazed, or illicit stuff. Philadelphia, Priest, Happy Together, all sad endings, all movies that I've watched before. But yeah, that's why I don't think the ending of Gaya sa Pelikula is relatively like tragic. It's sad because it's a real story that a lot of people are experiencing, but it's an open-ended story which could still result into something happy. At least they didn't kill anyone. At least walang nagka-HIV. At least, 'di ba? Parang at least wala silang pinatay. So it's still an open-ended story. So I'm really hoping that this opens up not just guys sa pelikula, but all of these BL LGBTQIA+ stories opens up these types of conversations. Andre, hey, mabuhay yung mga single. Ewan ko sa'yo, Andre. Si Andre, single pa rin. Ako naintindihan ko, single ako. Like, Andre, my God. Rodel Cordeza, me too, single for 5 years. Me, I think, how many years na ba? 4 or 5 years. Not easy. Like, or I'm too old for it. Tita na eh. Hi, Andre. Um, Nagpasabi yata na may season 2. O talaga? O, update me. I'm here pa. Ezekezi, I sorry, artistic disaster. I think the big issue of nowadays is that we have two very different. Okay, nabasa ko na pala yan. Pero yeah, the push and pull. And but I do think some prime gays are adjusting naman. Prime gays, ano ba yan? Anong terms ako nakuha yan? Hey John, are you ready? Can you join me? Can you join me here, please? Or if Brian, are you done? Are you done na ba with your um session? Wait. Pap. Wait, asan na ba si John? John. Wait. Yeah. If John wants to join, or if Brian wants to join. Franticero, single for decades and pining for the one that I won't have, my ex-doormate, friend, and dad of my godson. Talk about unrequited love. Oh my gosh. I feel for you, dude. I don't have that, but I don't know. Good luck on that. But yeah, it's hard sometimes. Or at least your problem is more on what they call this, that person not not that person not really in the same lines as you, which is attracted to the same guy. So medyo mahirap talaga yan. Can't be helped. Can't be helped. Ayan, papasukin natin yung mga iyakin. Actually, open ba sa Thailand kasi daming ganap? BL compare Taiwan or Phil? I think it's not open in Thailand. Although they have a lot of BLs, but I'm not sure if it's open. Like, I don't think there's gay marriage in mas nauna pa India. I think India has. Ron Santiago, Tito Gas, I have watched so many sad LGBTQ endings. There is a season 2 of Gaia, not yet official. Why would you not with 1 million views? I think if they are, I think they have to really think about it. They have to really think about what other stories they're gonna tell. If they are gonna be doing the Wattpad story, go ahead. I like the Wattpad story. Maybe they can continue that. I don't know how they're gonna weave through it, but I don't want it to be like just a season 2 para lang magkaroon ng season 2. So Game Boys, I'm looking at you. I'm really hoping that your season 2 is something spectacular and not something just to appease the fans. Ezekiel, me, I don't know if I would date me, I don't know if I would date my friend, the closet gay currently, or a guy selling bananas in the night market. I don't know his age, but I think he's my age. Hala, merong ano, merong kang crush na nagbebenta ng banana sa night market. Si ano ba yan? Si Joshua, my age. Hala, merong
Hi.
merong kang crush na nagbebenta ng banana sa night market.
YouTube
ano ba saying?
My YouTube is still on. Oops. Sorry. There it is. Hi.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, how are you?
Good. I'm a mess. My nose is red.
I know your eyes. I can see it. This is like I watched it. I watched it earlier. So good thing I wasn't on camera yet. So I watched it by myself. I was like,
man,
tears streaming. It was beautiful. Man. It was beautiful.
And Brian read to me the poem that Gege had shared yesterday, and it was kind of, I don't know if you've read it yet, but
haven't.
It was more of a revelation about Vlad, and I think you should read it right now. You should.
Wait, do you have it? Do you have it? Or wait, where can I find it?
Go ahead. Go ahead and talk to our viewers first while I
Okay.
look for it.
Yeah. Well, let me just. What happened to? Oh, there. My music just restarted. But yeah.
Right.
Oh my God! Like every single scene in Gaya sa Pelikula is like. I thought, okay, I'm done. I'm crying, and then it's gonna squeeze me again, and then squeeze me
Yeah.
again. It's like
Yeah.
every single part.
Brian did
Like
not stop crying.
I bet, like, because we all know Brian is a crier,
Yeah.
but no, just imagine me. I'm not a big crier, but I was like, my gosh, and not just because it was sad. It was
Mm.
because it was real and very, you can relate to what they're saying, especially the part where Anna was there, especially when she was explaining
Oh, that
everything that was
was so
happening.
good. I was
That was
crying that
beautiful.
part too.
That was beautiful. It was like, oh, Anna's here, and she was the perfect. She was so perfect in this episode. She was
Right.
so perfect in this episode. Like
Right.
everything that came out of her mouth was like beautiful.
Yeah.
And when she said that, I'm not pressuring you to come out, like I'm not saying that you come out, but just know that we're here, and just know that um you living in this bubble, you can't live in this bubble forever. So
Mm.
it's just like it's a good way of telling people as well, like for all the viewers, that coming out is not the solution, but being able to have the opportunity to come out when you're ready will make things better. And the alternate ending, or the alternate scene, you remember that?
Yeah. I feel like it's so meta though too because like it's the whole. I feel like the show is an alternate
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah, because like it's an alternate over an alternate.
Right.
I just got surprised when Gege appeared on the videos. Like, what is he
I
doing?
know.
What
Me
is he
too.
doing
Me and
there?
Brian.
Wait,
Me and Brian both freaked out.
it was like, why are so I was thinking, is this Ate Judith, or is it Adrian? So I'm not sure if it's like,
Or maybe he's gonna play the Kuya.
oh yeah, because we don't know the Kuya yet. We haven't seen the
Mhm.
Kuya. It's just so weird. Like, what's happening? I thought, like it was a cross of imagination, and that's why. And then all of a sudden, of course, we realized that it is Ate Judith, and Tito Sands was there. But it was just really beautiful. One of the viewers here mentioned about the line of Tito Sands about the situation of gays in the 90s versus the gays right now. That hit me hard because, like, yeah, I remember that, because before everybody's in the closet, and sometimes when you get a connection with someone, you try to cling on to that no matter how toxic and problematic it is, because it's not like, the smorgasbord of gays that we have right now is not available. Before, it
Mhm.
was very limited to who was just out and who was ready to share themselves. So it was like, that was a beautiful scene, and very loving, like, how Tito Sense was. But it's just, that's why I'm really hoping that there is gonna be something that's gonna come after this, because we haven't really seen what will happen if
And we fell in love with the characters.
yeah,
That I feel like there needs to be more.
I
you
know.
know, there has
and
to be more.
and have so well, it just finished the finale. You haven't read
Mhm.
the Wattpad yet, right?
No, no. So yeah. So the plan is Brian and I will have live events on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Um, doing a live reading of the Wattpad. I've told you about this. I've told you
Yeah, yeah,
about.
yeah.
Yeah. So we're really excited about that. I think we need to break it down a little bit and
Mm-hmm.
see how much we can do and at once. And I just want to be able to again like just be um tipid about it. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I'm just going to consume these little by little
Yeah.
because I was when Brian read this tweet, the
Mm-hmm.
poem,
The poem.
as I think it's a poem. I remember reading the first parts of it um, while I was having lunch, and because Kent was crying about it, like he tweeted about it, and he's crying about it, and I was reading it, and I started crying, and I was like, oh no 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 no. So I didn't read the rest. So I
Mhm.
told Brian I haven't read the rest, and so he read that to me, and I just I just bawled, and I'll have you be the judge of it.
Yeah, because
For Go ahead.
I remember, yeah, I remember last night, we were in the Zoom, and then Jude was saying that he was listening to the song that's gonna come out for this episode. I was like, nope, 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 don't tell me, because like
Hmm.
the songs that they had for this episode was wow,
Yeah,
like all of them,
we
like
we were really careful with this with the songs, and I it was the revelation within the story. I thought that was very special in our
mm,
experience, so we really held on to that. But now that the whole series is out, and I always waited until seeing it until when I would enjoy
same.
the
Mm.
rest of the soundtrack. So I'm excited because there we heard, I think,
Yeah,
three
three.
great songs today. So yeah, I'm excited to get into it.
And one of the songs kind of sounds like a song that Sir Vincent would write. This
Yeah.
the like I forgot which one. The one where he Pau Carl was alone. Like it sounds like something that like I told you about Care Divas, right? It sounds like something that comes out from Care Divas. Like you're
I think that might have been the song, and we could be wrong. Let us know in the comment section if you know
mm,
about this, but it might have been the song that was written in the Wattpad,
mm,
like written in the scene, in the scene where where uh if again if I'm wrong, let us know.
yeah.
If you guys know more about that, let us know. Um, yeah, I
Like
think it's
have
Kung Alam Mo
kung
Lang or
alam mo
something.
lang.
Yeah, I think that might be it.
Jude says, not sure if that was a poem or a letter to real Vlad. But that tweet thread broke me early in the morning. I haven't seen it. I haven't read
Okay,
it yet.
okay. I'll
Yeah.
read it to you.
Okay.
Okay. It's quite long, but I yeah, I hope everyone hangs on with me. Okay. It starts with a quote. Pinapatalon na kita, nasa second floor ka pa lang. Umakit ka pang rooftop, sa ibang building na ako nakatingin. Not his best metaphor, but message received. I missed out. When we became friends, he knew I still had feelings for him. It didn't matter, we were fine. He said once, but love is shared. And I nonchalantly told him off, you don't get to invalidate my feelings, even if they're for you, bitch. Okay, okay, sorry. And thank you. He relented finally. Our loves are memories, I said. I was emo, drunk in their veranda. Um, they don't disappear. They're like layers of cellophane. There will be shades of the buried ones on the surface. I swear I was drunk. And being in love is different from loving, I said. When you're in love, you're constantly aware of being in love. When you love someone, you can go about your day not thinking about it without ever losing its weight. That cellophane layer needs not be on the surface. Of course, I wasn't able to phrase it exactly that way, but that's how the conversation went. I told him then, I'm no longer in love with you, but I will always love you, I'm sure. I still remember the look on his face then, on the verge of tears, slightly embarrassed, sexy in sweat, beautiful even in Asian flush. He smiled and said, I believe you. Thank you for loving me. It's okay, you love me, too, in a way. And then cheers, I was drunk. But thankfully not drunk enough to forget, because that was the last time we talked like that. 10 years after he died, I found myself writing a what if story about him. The upperclassman film student I fell in love with back when I was an Archie major, scared of his gayness. The first time I told myself, and this is Geget, it's time to take back our story. I only meant to write one that ends with you alive and us being together despite my youthful fears. But now it's much bigger than us, old friend, and for that, it is so much better. Thank you for all this love for Gaia sa pelikula, guys. Thank you so much. We are down to our last episode, and I can't help but get emotional. And then he continues on. He used to tell me then, love is shared. Now, take a look at all this love, Vladdy. Is this shared enough for you? Fuck, I'm getting teary.
Mm,
Cry again. Yeah.
that was beautiful. I have a question though. Who's Adrian?
What do you mean?
Or like there was a name
A
that they
person.
mentioned.
A
A
person
person.
mentioned
Yeah,
Adrian.
there was a person mentioned, but I'm not sure. But oh my gosh. So this was a letter from Carl to Vlad.
Yeah.
But isn't it that Gege is Carl?
Yeah.
So maybe it's a real person that they were uh
It could be
gosh.
Adrian, to be honest, because it was
Yeah.
there was that little note at the end, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I don't want to get into all that. I just really, really, am thankful for the story. There was a moment at the end of our reaction video where Brian was like, "Do you want to say something?" I was like, I just wanted to really just thank not just Gege and JP, but everyone that's worked
All
on
of them.
the show. But to those who are wondering, Brian is okay. His eyes
Mm.
can barely stay open though.
I
Um,
I bet.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, when I started this, everybody was calling out my eyes because like I just watched it and then just fixed my room and then like, okay, let me go on live.
Yeah.
Ah, my God, but it was a really 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 good ending.
Mm.
It was a really really good ending. Oh,
But
it
speaking of really good endings, oh yes, okay,
yeah.
I'm really excited to get into
Hey,
that.
wait for me. Let's watch it together. Don't,
Oh, that's
Late,
true. Well,
yeah, let's watch it
you've been
together.
missing out lately. I guess you've been just sleeping, right? Unlike a
No,
lot of
no.
us.
When I'm in Zoom, you're asleep, and when you're
Yeah,
in Zoom, I'm asleep. Yeah,
true,
like
true.
I've been asking that about you, but yeah. Please wait for me. Let's all watch Cherry Magic together.
Yeah,
Don't leave
shit.
me
Let's watch it
hanging.
after this. But I
Yeah,
was gonna
cause
say, speaking of endings that
yeah.
make us cry, I did get to see the ending of MEO early.
Wait, is it out? In
No, it's not. It's not out yet.
okay.
So wait, I don't know if
No.
I'm allowed to talk about
Oh
this. Hold
no.
on.
No, no.
Hold on.
Do
Wait.
not.
Hold on. Hold on. Where am I? Where am I? No, it's Friday. It's Friday. It comes out.
Yeah.
It comes out in a couple of days. But
Yep.
man, it's I was also crying. So I think
Wait, you've watched the ending?
yeah,
No.
I've watched the ending. I watched the ending and I was crying.
Did they release it in advance or did Sir like
No,
send it?
Servant was really really excited to share it, and he
Mm,
was like, he was going on about how he really appreciates reactors, and um, he was talking about Javi, he was talking about Kenton C Rex a lot,
mm,
and how you know he was really excited to see a reaction to the episode because he was like really ready to like talk to people about it, and I was like, no, no, we can't. We need to wait. We need to wait.
yeah.
Because at the time when we were having this conversation, Brian was at work,
Mm-hmm.
and so there was no way that we were going to be able to record our reaction. And I was like, we need to have like a genuine reaction. I can't, I don't want to like have to be like, yo, so this is the second time we're watching this. Which I honestly don't mind,
Yeah.
because I've thought about that too. I feel like that's like in a way also really really good because like there are times where I feel like feel a lot more of the emotions the second time I watch things,
Mm.
especially like with Gaia too. Like I feel like there are times where
Same.
I get or I got very analytical about things, or just kind of was thinking ahead, or just way too into like what's ahead, what's in the
Mhm.
future, that I lose the emotions that's it's translating to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I was like, really, like, he was like, okay, fine, fine, just a preview, just a preview. I was like, okay, okay, cool, 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 just fine, play it. And he's like, okay, just tell me when to stop. And then so he played like after like 2 minutes, I was like, that's it, no more, no more, no more. And I'm like freaking out. I'm just like, I couldn't like deal. But I ended up having a conversation with him, and Brian was listening in while he was at work.
Mhm.
And this conversation turned to like a really, really, really long conversation. And I was just, kind of asking him a bunch of things, and also prepping for our live that we're doing after the finale. So
Mhm.
we're actually going to be doing a live with him, and hopefully others might be there. Um, so it's really exciting, and so we've met a couple of times, but this time that conversation again lasted super long, that Brian had gotten off work already and had driven
Uh,
home. And then so we kind of were like looking at each other, that
okay.
and then Sir Vincent again was like, so you guys want to see it now? So I hope he doesn't get in trouble for showing us early. But we're not gonna release it early. I haven't
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
haven't talked about what's happened. I've just said that it's good and that I cried. Um,
Oh my God! Like, so just imagine. So we already cried today, and then we're gonna have another one
yeah.
on
My
Sunday.
my
So
tears have been advanced. Just a few days. I mean, this happened. Yeah, this happened.
oh wait, what time are you gonna have that live thing? What time are you gonna watch?
Live is 10 p.m. tonight. 10 p.m. tonight, my time. So that is 3 1 a.m. your time.
For MEO?
Oh, no, 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 no. The live for MEO. I'm sorry, because we're doing a live for Gaia later
Mm-hmm.
tonight.
Okay.
Sorry, but for MEO, the live is going to be at 8:30 your time, eight
Okay.
thirty p.m. your time, Sunday.
So wait, when? Anyway, we still have boys lockdown. So just tell me when we can shoot for boys lockdown, so at least we can schedule that.
All right.
Yeah. No, but it's fine if we can move it a little bit later or something. Like, it's fine with me.
It's funny because when I was talking to you about Boys Lockdown, I keep thinking that it was like Thursday, and it is Thursday, like for like the early screening.
Yeah, yeah, I
So
know.
I keep
So that's
like
why,
I
like,
keep.
why are you asking me on a
This
Thursday?
is the second time that I asked you. Too. I was like,
You know
wait,
we're doing on a Sunday, right? But yeah, it's fine. If because
dude, with all
I
this, like with all the work and like the
I
work with
know.
like reaction and stuff, it's just my days have been a blur.
But yeah, like, oh my God. So we have this, and then we have Sunday, My Extraordinary. I'm sure I'm gonna cry again.
Oh.
Um, 'Cause it's
What are
so
your
good
expectations? I'm interested to know
for the finale.
for the
Like,
finale. Yeah.
everybody has watched the last episode, right? We don't. We're not gonna be spoiling anyone, right? 'Cause, like,
Come on,
no, but
it's been 2 weeks.
I have a feeling that both of them are dead. Both of them are spirits, and um they would just need that, like, Sandy will be there to help them close out whatever. But I think that's still a bit too short if it's just gonna be that. Um, but I don't think any one of them will be coming back to life. I don't think so. I think they will be moving
So you
on.
don't think like the whole coma thing is
I don't think so. I
possible?
don't think so because if there is, most likely it's Ken, who is in a coma, just in the bedroom somewhere there.
Mm.
Um, and if it is gonna be like an even more tragic, sad story, like maybe Ken would live and Shake is gone,
Mm.
just waiting there. But Sandy will be the one to always just connect them together. I
Mm.
don't know, and be like help them communicate with each other.
Yeah.
you've watched it, so I can't really ask you what your opinion about it is. But like because like
Well,
servant.
those two things were two of my theories.
Mm.
I had a few other theories that like one of them was that Sandy will have like a That's So Raven moment and just like come back to like
Yeah.
when the bouquet of Esau was being
Mm.
presented to her in the first episode.
And that they wouldn't
Um,
they wouldn't remember each other
and
anymore,
nobody
and
and,
that,
and
yeah,
nobody dies, right?
yeah.
Nobody dies. And or maybe fate, drives them, no pun intended, back into the same result. But the last one was that I'm dead, and that happened at the end of the episode. I died.
But it's just really good that Sir Vincent did say that not all things should be happy ending, and I think that the Guy sa Pelikula is a good introduction to that. That
Yeah.
there are happy endings that doesn't
Mm.
necessarily end with them being together or them being having the happily ever after type of story.
Yeah.
But I just hope it's not like because like we've been sick of the killing, like the trope of them killing the gays and
Mm.
having a tragedy.
Mm.
I'd rather have a bittersweet ending
Mm.
rather than a tragic ending. I just hope it's not a tragic ending. I don't think it will be.
Yeah.
Jude says I trust Vincent De Jesus, and I
Yeah.
agree.
You should. You
I
should.
agree.
Yeah. You should.
Uh,
Yeah.
like Jude says 2 p.m. tomorrow for so John and Brian will have a live unpacking of GSP tomorrow, 2
Oh,
p.m.
it's 2
Manila.
p.m.
So
I'm out here
please,
saying it's 1 a.m.
what, you're just gonna confuse people. So please join that.
It's 1 a.m. Eastern time, U.S.
Oh yeah, because what do you call that? Daylight
Right.
saving time. It just messed up our whole whole time conversion thing.
Right, man. I don't know who started that shit. I would go back in time. You know what? If there's like a superpower or something happens where I get to come back, going back in time, I will go back in time to find that person and slap them for
The
being
daylight saving time.
saving time.
Really, that's your priority?
That's my priority. Nothing else. None,
Nothing
none of
else.
my previous mistakes.
And not Hitler. Not
Not
kill Hitler
Hitler.
when he was
No,
a baby. Not kill.
not at all. Not at all. No.
Just the
Not be the
daylight saving time.
Yeah, not put money in Bitcoin. No, no.
No, no. Yeah, not start investing in my company, and I've been here for 8 years and only realized I should have invested in our company. Yeah, because my boss
Right.
was like saying, "What? You didn't buy stocks?" Because I didn't know I'm gonna be like here for 8 years. Anyway, Jude says, "All I want is satisfying ending. However, that turns out for MEO's characters and true." And again,
And I
like
mean,
what
I
Jude,
think that's
yeah,
like what that was like. That's the setup, right? That's
Mhm.
how the story's been told. I was telling Vince that it was very it was such a puzzle of a story. It's such a
Mhm.
puzzle of a story that I was I was fascinated by it. I was intrigued by it. It felt um like a scary movie, like a thriller, like a psycho. He described it as a
Mhm.
psycho thriller, jokingly, and I was like, you know what, like, yeah, it kind of is like a psycho drama. Those were the words that he used, psychodrama, and I was like, it really is, because it's puzzling, and there's mystery, and there's just uh um like mazes where it
Mhm.
like it leaves you like questioning, like, what the fuck happened here, like, you know what I mean, like, and I can't
No,
I
but
can't
but
say
but what I love about My Extraordinary is it gave you time to breathe. It gave you time to fall in love with the characters. It didn't really force you like here's what's happening, here's what you need to know. It's like
right.
it kept you thinking. It kept you thinking on what's gonna happen. And that's again same with a lot of the BL shows that we are loving, that it
Mhm.
keeps you thinking about why is this happening? Not because it's confusing, but it's more of I really just want to find out why this is happening, and why what did the writer really want us to see.
Mhm.
Um, Mr. D, hi. Alicia, hi. Hi, good
Aganda.
thank you for catching us.
Mhm.
Katley says a supernatural drama, and
Right.
and it's not like it's a supernatural drama without it selling itself as a supernatural drama.
Yeah,
It was.
and then it's still keeping the like the teleserie vibe because
Mhm, mhm,
they started as a show that was being shown on TV with that vibe. So it
mhm.
was really it was really I feel like it's really a great transition into telling stories that are in the LGBTQ community, as far as the Filipino content goes,
Mhm.
because it's kind of a gradient in the sense of like the storytelling, and it blends in quite well with all love stories that we've seen.
And even the introduction of Sandy, like it wasn't forced. Like, oh, she's like supernatural. It just transitioned to she can see dead people, and that's part of why she's who she is and
Mhm.
why she's very emotional about her mom and all that stuff. So like
Yeah.
it wasn't like, oh, who's she gonna see this time. It's not like that. It was more of just part of the story that it's, is it psychological, is it
Mhm.
something, does she really see ghosts or something like that. So
Is he
it was really nice.
crazy?
Is she cray cray? Yeah. uh, oh, Chris says daylight saving time started to benefit capitalism, so the workforce has more time to shop after work. Get it?
Boom.
Anyway. Pastor Solano, hello, how are you?
Hi, Pastor
um
Sean.
Jude says Ennio told a different but equally compelling story, equipped with beautiful cinematography and awesome music.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
again, most of the ones that we like have really good stories, good cinematography, and
Mhm.
awesome music, and that's it,
And
right?
way to highlight like real consequence of like of not like dealing with such situations in a loving way,
Hmm.
when you have fear first
Yeah,
in things,
that turns to anger. That turns
right,
to
right. And it's like it's I don't know, it's so beautiful, it's so
like if
beautiful.
like again, if only the mom just stepped back and like, okay,
Fucking Monica, bro, fuck that bitch. Fuck
hey,
Monica. Love you, Yayo,
yeah,
but
yeah.
fuck
Yeah,
Monica.
yeah, congratulations for winning an award. She won an
Yes,
award, right? Yeah,
she did, she did,
congratulations.
she did.
But yeah, but the whole thing that, but that happens because it's always the emotions, always the confusion that comes up whenever, like, you found out something that you weren't prepared for.
Mhm.
Although Ken did say that you were supposed to be the first one who knew. You should have known ever since.
Yeah.
But she was just the last one to accept. Shirtless Benoit Kent out on Twitter tonight because of GS out on Twitter. What do you mean about that? He went is
Out
Kent.
of Twitter, probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
so not
Yeah, he's
going through
probably
Twitter.
not going to be because of JSP.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I can't wait for Christine and Kent's reaction to Guys sa Pelikula. It's gonna be
Oh,
another cry fest. Oh my god.
yeah. Cascades of tears.
Yeah. Diana says, "My sunshine is here." Yeah, okay. The love in
Hi,
our live.
Sunshine.
Yeah. Chris Errol, slight shade to the Voldemort of BLs. Who's the Voldemort of BL? Did I miss? Who's the Voldemort of BL? Who are you talking? Okay, we might be talking about another BL that we should. Oh wait! Oh no! I just got it. Chris.
What?
Anyway, let's move on.
Oh my gosh. Chris, chill.
Catalea, yes, it's come down to the big if only. Yeah, yeah, supernatural without hocus pocus nonsense. True,
Yes. Yeah,
true.
yeah. Love that. And it's closest to reality, and I
Yeah.
think I remember kind of being a little hesitant about that, and kind of saying in that they better be careful, with
Mhm.
tackling that type of stuff, because that's true. Like I'm not one to be like, that's not real, I've never seen it, so
Yeah.
that's not real, so yeah. People with
Um,
third eyes.
artistic disaster. In conclusion, the gays keep winning this 2020. I don't think we have, but I think
I
we're,
don't think we've won enough,
like like
but
we have our,
there has been
yeah,
some small victories.
like we have our weapons ready. We have like, our bullets, and just to show them that, hey, these are good content that you should be looking at to be able to accept all the stuff. Pasocial 101, the crying ladies of BL reactors, Kent and Christine. Shay. You've heard of crying ladies, right?
I think I remember the reference. I think I've seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah. The
It's been
movie.
a long time.
Yeah, the movie.
It was like
Raquel Francisco. Sharks Cherry episode 7 is without English sub yet. So there.
oh,
Let's not watch it yet. Please wait for us. Do not watch it before me, because I'm the one who introduced you to Cherry Magic. You're
this is true. This is
traitors,
true. This is true.
traitors. No, but yeah, I think we need it. We need something to uplift that. But to be honest, like I'm not really sad for Gaya sa Pelikula. I was so
Neither was
happy.
I. Neither was
It
I.
was it was just
I
tears
was sad
because
about it. I was sad about that shit long time ago.
oh
You know what I mean? Because there was somebody that had or I guess a couple of people had like shared that they like they knew about
what's gonna happen? Yeah.
yeah, what was gonna happen. Not necessarily what was gonna happen, what really happened or something like that. But
hmm
so that I don't know if that ruined things for me or if I don't
mm.
know. I don't know how I feel about that
No,
yet. But
I I think because like I was trying to bank on the fact that Gege said, "Oh, we don't want the tragedies happening to the gays again, like not killing the gays and having a tragic ending." But that doesn't mean it's not going to be an ending that's super happy. That doesn't mean
right,
that it's going to be like, oh, they're going to get married and all that stuff. So I just realized that like a couple of days back, like, okay, I need to prepare myself, because the way that the way that they wanted to tell the story is, if only society accepts accepts our community the way that it accepts hetero relationships,
yeah,
then these things won't happen.
yeah.
And it's really a call out to that. And they're showing that the
It was
society.
crazy too, though. That was like a meta. That it was like a meta thing. That way he did like a. It was already an alternate
Yeah.
ending,
And then
and then an alternate ending within the alternate ending
Mhm,
happened with that scene, but also it jumped back into the alternate ending that he is writing.
mhm.
That it was a happy ending. That there was that future where they did walk into the same class together, and then
Oh,
the ending of them being back in the apartment.
that's
So
the classroom thing. That's the start of the Wattpad story.
so I've
So
heard. So I've
so
heard.
it's a really, there were a lot of scenes that they got from the Wattpad story, like
Cool.
the part where Vlad came in drunk
Mhm.
and threw up. Like that was part of the Wattpad story. So I was like thinking, okay, so there's still something here. Like we might see
Okay.
something in the future. But what they did
So,
say.
so with that, that's why, like, even Gege had posted a tweet. I saw it right as I was
Mhm.
looking for his letter to Vlad, of him saying the Wattpad fans are like
Mhm.
just like rummaging for
Yeah.
shit, just like looking
Wait,
for
I know this. I've seen
yeah,
this.
from the scene from Mean Girls where everyone was like fighting and like
Yeah.
animals. Yeah,
And even the part with Sue, because like that's something that they explored in the Wattpad. So
yeah,
it
where
was it
she finds a
yeah
girlfriend.
yeah it was a very nice callback to that. So but I know I more than anything else, I really just want to have, like, I really want to have Gege and JP have more projects in the future.
Do you think
Because
Gege will play the brother?
hmm I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe he's just the friend of Ate Judith. Because that's kind of weird. Like, what were they looking at? Like, what were they editing? Like, that was
Maybe
a
they were watching. They weren't editing. Maybe they were watching something that Vlad had made.
no. At first, I was thinking, is there a camera in the room of in the condo of Tito Sanz, and they're watching Vlad and Carl be together? It's like, what's this? It's like voyeurism.
This punk Big Brother
I know.
type shit.
But yeah, I really hope that like, even like Servant, like all of the like the top BL series who are ending. I really hope that they would have more projects in the future. So like MEO is ending. I hope Asterisk, and along with, of course, Sir Vincent would have another chance to tell another story. Gege and JP Habak. Of course, we already have Idea First coming up with Game Boys.
I think both of those show, but all of the shows you've mentioned all have future things
Yeah,
happening.
so really, really hoping for that because
Let's not I mean, let's not deny
yeah, because
why
again,
why why should they stop?
because the fear that we've been talking about for the past few days is like, oh no, what happens if we lose like Omando and Guys sa Pelikula and you know, all these shows. But like, yeah, I was telling the viewers earlier that I really hope that if there is gonna be a season 2 of Guys sa Pelikula, that they hold off any announcements for it, so that
Mm.
through this weekend everybody's just gonna mourn everybody's just gonna mourn the ending of or the finale of Guys sa Pelikula because one thing it actually bears more weight compared to Game Boys because
Mhm.
Game Boys we were okay, we know where there's gonna be season 2, we know there's gonna be a movie, but
Mhm.
for Guys sa Pelikula it's like there's nothing, so like whatever happens in the last few scenes we're all cherishing it so much
Yeah.
compared to like Game Boys who's like, oh, it's fine, there's PND, there's gonna be season 2. So
Mhm.
if they are gonna announce, like, give us a few more days, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But please announce.
Yes,
please do
please,
announce.
please
Please do
announce
announce
that shit.
something.
But
Oh wait.
hey, it's funny you have pancakes on your shirt, but I have real pancakes.
Oh, I only have a shirt pancake.
I
So
only ate like a bite,
that's a bite. That's
or
a big.
it's like 2 bites. But yeah,
What's
no,
it?
I couldn't eat the rest because I was crying.
Oh, did you show that in your in reaction video?
Yeah, well, we showed Brian also had pancakes, and
Oh,
we both showed in the
ah,
beginning, and
cool, cool.
we ate during the thing, and I try to get all the food down before the actual episode started playing, um, because yeah, I was
No,
preparing.
no, I
I
was
still
ugly
feel,
crying.
dude. I feel like I have like post traumatic syndrome.
I was ugly crying. You know when you're crying and then you start to cough. You're like, like like it's just like
Choking on
trying
your
to be like
saliva and
yeah,
like
choking on
tears.
yeah. It was so bad, like to the point where I couldn't see what I was watching anymore because all of my tears were like in my eyes.
Yeah.
uh, but it was good. Judy Tutud says crying divas from Deadma Walking, EA de Guzman, Richie Chan, and Jojit Lorenzo. What are you guys talking?
Hey.
Okay, crying ladies. Yeah,
Oh, crying ladies. Got it.
crying ladies. Yeah. What's this?
I was gonna
Artistic
say, speaking
disaster.
of, oh, Jojit Lorenzo's in it too. Nice, nice. I don't even think we saw each other's face or whatever, but while talking to Vincent, Jojit had called him from Chicago. I guess he's in
Mhm.
Chicago doing a project, and we got to Brian and I got to meet him virtually, and which is so great because he's a veteran and he's a great comedian and super funny person, and
Theater actor. Oh my god.
yeah.
Um, Artistic disaster says Ate Adrian revealed in the It's Because Judith works in the film.
Oh,
Oh,
chemistry.
but
Okay.
what was Tito Sanz doing there? Why was he there?
Tito San, swear.
He was there like it was Ate Judith and then Gege and then Tito Sanz was like in the balcony or something. Or am I
Really?
imagining it?
No, no, no. I don't think so. I don't
Yeah,
think so. I don't think so.
I think I was
Yeah.
imagining.
Yeah. No, I
But
don't. I don't know. I don't think.
but
I didn't.
yeah, yeah. Thank you for clarifying. At
No,
least now
no
it's clear.
problem. Yeah. So then was that an actual cameo then of Gege?
Probably.
Is it the real one that goes 7-0?
Well, that's good. So at least like we have Vlad who is getting into the film industry, and also I guess Ate Judith is also in the film industry.
Mm,
It's like a family thing.
yeah.
Unlit Moral says not sure if it was a joke, but according to Yen Yen in the Banlao session, Judith is a producer, and in that scene she was working with Gege.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I had the Banlao sesh playing right after we were
I haven't.
watching.
Yeah, people were like
I
telling me
actually
whatever was happening there.
that was the first time that I got to actually catch the Banlao sesh because
Mhm.
usually Brian and I would catch the episode an hour after it comes out because
Same.
you know how early it is for us,
Mhm.
and you have like a weird schedule too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've always wanted to catch the Banlao Sesh because I feel
Same.
like I've been missing out on a lot of like cool details like that.
Yeah, thank you, Jude, for clarifying. I guess I was just an imagination in my head.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
why was I thinking they were in the same place? Um, Jude ituted, ha, I knew you guys won't be able to eat from the first scene. Because, like, the first scene, the face of Vlad while he was trying to fix his stuff, he was like, "Ma," you know how a kid, like your mom is telling you, no, we're gonna go home, you get your toys, and like, I don't want to leave.
I
Like, his
was
face.
honestly I couldn't cry at that part because I was too distracted by Brian's cries. Brian, I know he's probably gonna see this and he's gonna text me when he sees this, but my God, oh, I was like, and the thing is with the way that my thing is set up, is
Mhm.
that like I call him through uh, uh FaceTime through my Mac, and then also I play the video through here so that it's all connected in
Yeah. Mhm.
one headphone. But that the YouTube um, uh,
Video.
browser
Yeah.
and video and all together with the FaceTime, the volume like is lessened on the
Uh-huh.
actual video, and when
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
maxed, I still hear very little, and so like I'm out here trying to listen to Vlad sing, and Brian's like, I was like, and I told him nicely. I didn't even tell him that he was distracting me. I was just like, I can't hear him because the voice or the volume is so low. It was like, oh, I'm sorry. I was like, dude, I can't hear because you.
And
But
what I loved about that song is
I
it's the
don't,
music.
I
It's
can't relate because I didn't hear the lyrics.
no, not the
No,
lyrics,
but,
but
but
the music that they used for the song was the music that they've been playing
mhm,
the whole series. So
mhm.
it was like compacted
Right.
in one
It was like
moment.
a long. It was like a long intro for that song.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I feel bad that you weren't able to hear the lyrics because
It's
it was
okay. It's okay. I'm
right.
gonna watch it after talking to you. It's gonna lull me to sleep.
I know. Oh my
I'm gonna
god!
take a nap.
But anyway, like most likely, hopefully the subs for Cherry Magic is already out and we get to watch it later. But most
Yes.
likely gonna be hanging out in the Zoom or send some things. Oh, by the way,
Chopping
have
some
you seen this?
heads.
I already got it.
Oh, nice. I also bought a print
Yeah, I
of
heard
that
it. Like
of
it's
that one.
Yumi and Joy.
Well,
I
no,
think.
I bid for Kokoy eating
Oh, you
the
were the one who
meatball.
did that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then I also bought a copy of yours. But I got mine for a lot more expensive than you. I got it for like
No,
1500.
no, I got mine for
2000.
two. Yeah,
Oh, because people bid on it.
no, because the last bid was 1,000, and I was like, do I bid 1,500?
Yabang mo.
I was like,
Napakayabang mo kasi.
yeah,
Napakayabang mo kasi.
no, because no, but it's for a good
But it's for
cause.
a good cause. It is
Yeah,
for
so
a good cause. So
it's
it's
for a
it's
good
good that
cause.
you did that. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, more than anything else, so yeah, if you want to see like artwork like this,
Yes, Craig Leo at Craig
yeah,
Leo.
yeah, no, it's what is that again, Jude? What's Craig's Twitter again? I forgot. But yeah, but please
Is it
look
not
for
at Craig Leo?
no, it's Jude. It's like
Jude.
Kuya
You know,
Jude.
Jude actually is gonna be helping us on
Extra Leo there. There we go. So please
extra
go.
Leo. I see. I see.
Please go to Extra Leo. So that's Craig's Twitter, and I think he's doing some commissions for some BL show artwork. So please do that.
Amazing work.
Along with that, guys, for the Boys Love Loves Back, we already passed 200,000
Right.
pesos for
To
donations.
27K.
Yeah, only 2 days. It's already 200,000 pesos. So thank you
Yes.
very much for everyone who supported. You can still,
Congratulations
yeah,
to Sid
yeah,
and
Sid and Kent
to
and
T-Rex.
T-Rex. So you still have until the 29th of November to donate. Please do so. So we're really hoping more. And for the lucky people who will get the greetings from the BL actors, get to join the reactor videos. We'll see who's gonna be chosen for that. But thank you very much for all who donated,
Yes.
and for helping, because all of this is not possible without you guys, and we're just doing this to also, get something sweeter, and not just, of course, donating by itself is already a lot.
Yeah.
But at least it's a good way to thank the people who have donated.
Yes.
But not just for Boys Loves Back. Also, please do check out other venues for donations. And yeah, we're thanking the whole group.
And also this supports, this supports your BL community. It's funny that you pulled that comment up,
Yep.
but Jude, because it supports all these shows too that's getting together. And what cool way to donate your money when it goes to your favorite. You get to pick your favorite actor. If you don't have a favorite actor, if you can't pick, you can pick Laksa the dog. You can go ahead
Is
and do
Laksa
that.
part of it?
Yes,
I would I
yes.
would I would love
Is
Laksa would
Laksa a
actually
boy
do
or
it.
a girl?
I think she's
That's
a
that's the,
girl.
okay. Well, if Laksa's a
Yeah.
boy or a girl, they are it's one of the choices for you to donate. So
It's so
it,
hard because I couldn't choose, because like obviously the ones that I want to get a greeting for are gonna get the most donation. So might as well look for the other ones who like more not so like unknowns. But I really want Anna. I really want Yesh to give me a greeting. I love Anna. Oh my
yeah.
god,
Yeah,
she's
no,
really good.
I have my favorites too. But
Artistic success when in doubt, Laksa.
but I want to wait. I want to wait until like maybe the
Same.
last couple of days, and then go all out with my
Like, oh my
donation.
god, like all of the people who've been posting
Oh,
in Twitter how much they've been donating. Like, thank you very much for all of you guys.
yeah.
It's I know you wanna get a greeting or wanna support your BL actors, but always still thankful that it's still helping our typhoon victims. Hey Jericho, how are you? How much have you donated, Jericho? Like Diana, my God, Diana, I saw your Diana was ready. She was prepared with. She had budgeted everything that she's gonna donate, but I'm really happy that everybody's giving out. And I wasn't really imagining 200,000 pesos in just 2 days.
Already. Hmm. It's amazing.
Exactly. Pastor 1 says Brian vying for a spot as one of the crying ladies. He's always been like, like
He
whenever I.
deserves the spot.
So we have Kent, we have C-Rex, and we have Brian. Like,
Yeah,
maybe
Brian.
maybe they should do a reaction video, all three of them. Just
I'm crying ladies.
oh my
Yeah.
god.
I feel like maybe C-Rex, Christine has already probably seen Crying Ladies.
Yeah, yeah.
But
No, no, no,
I
just
mean, I would.
just a BL. Just all of them just react to a show, and all of
Oh,
them
okay.
cry together.
I thought you meant like
Yeah.
the actual movie. Crying Ladies.
Oh, Diana! Wow, thank you. See,
Ooh.
follow Diana. Let's all donate even more. I haven't really because I don't know who to choose. It's so hard. It's hard to choose.
I've just been setting aside
Yeah,
money to like,
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for maybe like once everybody's like done, at least to
and you don't
donate.
know if there's gonna be added people, because yeah.
Exactly. Um, Jude said, or choose one of our female allies. Yeah, exactly. No, don't promote. Yes, don't, don't, don't steal my spot.
Oh, I love. Oh, my eyes hurt already. But bro, I love Dana
Yeah, like
so
it.
much in the
Like
show.
we didn't know that we needed that scene. Like we didn't
Yeah,
know that we need. Like she just appeared there, and like so one of the viewers were
they gave
asking.
us the satisfaction that
Yeah,
we saw Anna's kid too. That was really
exactly. And she was like accepting, like, okay, I can be happy now. Like
cool.
this is something that I have to accept. Artistic disaster. Imagine if Laksa is the most donated to character. Why
Dude, I
not?
would not be surprised because honestly, it's also the option for people who don't have like who aren't like BL fans who haven't seen any of the shows. So for anyone that's just really are supporting the community and also trying to support the
Oh yeah, because in the show Laksa talks. At least the it was voiced over by Alec. Like they had an uptick Remember our first episode? Like
Oh yeah,
they had
yeah,
a
yeah.
drumstick one where it was showing Laksa.
You're fucking with me too much. Saying Laksa talk. I'm like, what?
You missed that? What? No. Jude Tutut says you can also watch Yesh in Oh
Oh
Wait.
god,
Like, wait,
no.
Jude.
Why? Oh, why would you suggest that? Oh my
No,
god.
no, let's just be positive
No, I
and
yeah, I saw like I don't even know if it's like 2 minutes of the show, but after the
no, like
third, see
yeah, we tried we
ten,
because all of us all of us already watched it and
I have
then
already.
we asked Kiko like Kiko just watch the first 2 minutes. Why? No, we just want to see your reaction. And like when he saw the first oh, and then we stopped because like why was that the first scene? Why was it? Just so sad. Anyway,
Yeah.
artistic guys are saying C-Rex and K-Rex featuring Brian, 90% crying, 10% subtitle. Like just blubbering the whole time. Yeah, I can't. Did you actually say that to Brian while you were reacting? Like I couldn't hear what he was.
Oh no, because he
Oh,
was
okay.
no. I would not
Okay.
ruin his mood like that. No. I just said, oh, I can't hear him sing because it's
Uh,
so low. And he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." I was like, "Yeah." And then, but no, it did get better anyway. So I missed Vlad's song.
oh, Shirtless Pinoy says they added Royce Cabrera and the cast of
That's
Boy
right. He
Band
was
Love. Oh,
yeah.
so there,
Yeah.
yeah, so there are more
So
people
there's
being
added.
added. Let's wait for other people to be added and support your favorite PL actors.
Or donate now and donate some more
Yeah.
later.
Or Laksa. C-Rex and K-Rex are the same person though.
Yeah. No. It's just Kent. Kent is not Rex at all.
C-Rex and K-Rex. Unlit Marl, let's make it a thing. Lance Lucas. What? Wait. Unlit Marl, how do I donate to the wishing tree? Do I get a wish?
Fuck a
Well,
wishing tree.
a wishing tree. But anyway, thank you guys for joining FriGay Fridays. I know it's been a very emotional day for all of us. But I think ultimately it's a very happy, emotional ending for Guys sa Pelikula.
Yes, definitely.
Hoping to see more of these projects in the future. And thank you, John, for joining. And please watch out for John's live tomorrow at 2 p.m. Whose channel is it?
It's
Yours
Brian
or B
channel.
So it's
Um,
B Dubs reacts,
Beat-ups
right?
reacts. Yes.
Yeah. So please check out his live reaction or live unloading or unpacking session for Guys sa Pelikula. And thank you guys for joining this Friday as well. And thank you for unloading with me. So once again, this is Gus, and you're watching Gus Station here. See you again next time. Happy weekend. Bye bye.
Yes.
Bye. Come on, cut. Cut it
When is
now.
it
Bye bye.
gonna cut?